friends, Krista here. Thanks for stopping by Books and Jams again today. We are going to be talking about the books that I have on my sights for the month of October. I have no idea how many of these I will actually get read. September, in the light of the year, was a horrible reading month, but I don't feel horrible about it. I'm working on finishing my third book for the month of September. I have been averaging like 12 books I've read 12 books every other month of this year except March, where I read 31 because I did a book a day for middle grade March. But I'm okay with the fact that I read so much less in September, and I'll talk about that more in my September wrap-up. But in light of that, this seems like a massive October TBR. But like I've been doing for the rest of the months this year, I've kind of been giving myself a small section of books from this massive unread book library. So I put this small pile of books out in the other room, and that is what I see to choose from for the month of October. All except 4 of these books that I'm going to talk about are pulled from my BookTube Recommends TBR cart. At the beginning of the year, I asked you to recommend books for me to read based on my unread shelf, or my owned TBR shelf on Goodreads, and you guys picked out some fantastic recommendations for me. I've been making decent progress on them, but for October, that's where I'm kind of focusing my sights, except for a few. But before I get into that, I will start with the one book that I am in the middle of, almost exactly the middle, and that is this massive chunker, The Count of Monte Cristo. This has been my audiobook for the last month or so. I'm not sure when I exactly started it. I am 460 something pages in, and it's like 1,200 pages long. So I'm not sure if I'll finish this in October, but this is the audiobook that I will continue to listen to. I am not picking up this big old monkey to read because it's just huge, but I love it, and I think that it looks very fall, so it fits with the rest of these books. But yes, I will continue on. I'm really loving this. I do want to watch the movie again, although I know already that the movie is very different from the book, and I'm loving the book so far. So I did love the movie too, but I have a feeling that I'm gonna like the book even better, obviously. So there's that. Then we have a few books that are not necessarily from my recommendations cart. First of those is The Dry by Jane Harper. This is my Goodreads read-along pick for the month of October. It has nice fall kind of colors to it. This does take place in Australia, and it is a little bit of a mystery thriller, deals with some secrets. I feel like October is a good time to read this. I love this blurb on the front. It says, "A breathless page turner, a secret on every page," from the New York Times. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this. I've heard so much good about it, and I'm hoping that some of you will be interested in picking this up in October as well and joining in for that read along. The link is in the description below if you have not already joined in for one of the months. It's a pretty laid back read along. I do not set page goals. I break the book up into 3 or 4 sections, and along the way, you just post what your thoughts are and read what other people have been thinking. There's not a lot of back and forth discussion, so it's just kind of a chill, read this book with us, share your thoughts, and feel free to respond and talk to other people about their thoughts as well. I really enjoy doing that, and I'm excited to read this book with you guys. So that is my read-along pick for the month. Then I have one book for Victober. I've never actually participated in Victober before. I think this is the 3rd or 4th year. I'm not sure how many years it's been happening, but from the beginning of the year, Cranford by Elizabeth Gaskell was on the 5 classics I'd like to read this year, and I haven't gotten to it yet, and this is from the Victorian era. So I loved North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell. I'm very intrigued to read Wives and Daughters someday, but before I do that, I'm going to pick up Cranford. It's nice and short. I am hoping that I love it, and I've never seen the movie adaptation of it, so that would be kind of fun to find in the month of October as well. So I'm looking forward to picking up this and participating slightly in Victober. I am planning on going to an author event in October. My library is bringing Jesmyn Ward sometime in October. I'm not sure the exact date, but because of that, I am going to be reading Sing Unburied Sing. by Jesmyn Ward, and I'm going to be reading this with Amanda from The Curly Reader. I love doing buddy reads with her. We've read both Bianca Marais books so far together, so we're branching out into something a little different. This is also a relatively short book. I've heard some mixed feelings about this. I'm not sure where I'm going to land. I have a feeling I'm going to hear Jesmyn Ward speak before I actually get to this book, but that's okay because I feel like sometimes hearing an author speak is motivating and inspiring as far as then diving into their books. So I'm really excited to pick up this book, and I'm excited to read with Amanda, and I'm really excited to hopefully go see Jesmyn Ward speak. So if I am able to film any of that, I will try to do so, but that is on my October TBR. The only other book that is not from my recommendations shelf, I'm throwing it in the pile in case I feel like something lighter and a little fluffier in the midst of some of these heavier, deeper books that I have, is Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. She writes some romance. I've read 2 other Christina Lauren books and really enjoyed them, so I'm hoping that I like this one as well. Sarah and Lindsay, 2 of my booktube buddies from Sarah's Nightstand and Lindsay's Little Library, both absolutely loved this book, and so I'm really excited to read it for myself. So I don't know if I'll get to this in October, but it's the only other one not on my recommendations list that I'm hoping to get to. Now I have 8 more books to talk about real quickly, and I'm not going to tell you much about what they're about, but maybe why I pulled them from the cart for this month. I've talked about all of these before, and if I end up reading them, you'll hear a lot more about them in the wrap-up, and to be honest, about some of them, I just don't know. The first 4 here are October picks. These feel a little bit like spooky or thriller or mystery in some sort of way. So I have Named of the Dragon by Susanna Kearsley. I absolutely love Susanna Kearsley. I'm really looking forward to reading more from her. This one is a relatively short one, and at the top of the summary in the back it says, a tale of haunting legends, chilling nightmares, and a romance that transcends time. So that feels very October to me, and she's wearing this like cozy cable knit sweater. It just looks very fall, and I'm excited to read this. I'm thrilled that somebody recommended it to me, so I'm really hoping to get to this one in October. Another from this kind of spookier mystery type books is My Cousin Rachel by Daphne du Maurier. One of the descriptions on the back says, this is a dark gothic tale of passion and unswerving love that turns to suspicion and fear. So that feels very October to me, and I'm not sure I'll get to it. It is a little bit chunky compared to some of the others, but it is one that was on my recommendation shelf and one that I'm very interested in getting to. Then we have a very short mystery thriller, The Couple Next Door by Sherry Lapina. I have not ever read anything by her, but I'm hoping to get to this one. This has made it on a couple TBRs this year, and I've never picked it up, so maybe October is the month to do that. And finally, another thriller, Behind Closed Doors by B.A. Paris. I've heard some mixed reviews about B.A. Paris. I don't tend to pick up thrillers, but this does feel very October. It was recommended to me this year. Some of the blurbs around the cover say unsettling, addictive, a chilling thriller, one of the most terrifying psychological thrillers I've ever read. This debut is guaranteed to haunt you. Brace yourself. A powerful and electrifying tale sure to make one's skin crawl. I mean, if that doesn't say October, I'm not sure what does. Maybe gonna pick this one up. I'm not sure. I guess we'll have to see. Then the other 4 I picked from my shelf, I picked because they look like fall. So these ones are all orange on the cover, and I mean, The Mortalist by Chloe Benjamin. If that's not supposed to be read in the fall, I'm not sure what is. I don't think this one is very dark or thrilling necessarily, but it is about 4 siblings who go to a carnival or a street fair or something where there's a psychic, and they find out the day when they're going to die, and how does that affect their life. It has had a lot of mixed reviews and a lot of people that just were like, about it. I am not sure how I'm going to feel, but the cover is stunning and very fall, and it was recommended to me to read this year, so maybe I'll be someone that likes it. I don't know, but I'm hoping to take a look at that, at least give it a shot this month. Then we have a historical fiction, The Invention of Wings by Sue Monk Kidd. I absolutely love The Secret Life of Bees by her, and this one follows 2 women, Hester Hetty and her daughter Sarah, in Civil War South. So historical fiction there, and I am really looking forward to reading another Sue Monk Kidd book. Then we have The Memory Keeper's Daughter, which I'm actually going to put this one back and replace it with something else, because now that I've looked at the back a little bit, it does take place in winter, so I might save this for November or December. I am going to replace it with another book that's from my recommendation shelf that is A Fall of Marigolds. So it has fall right in the title. I am very excited. I need to pick up a Susan Meisner this year. I have quite a few of her books on my shelves now and have heard so much good about them. I'm prepared to cry with this one for sure. And then finally, I have the start of a series that just seems like a little bit more fun than some of those heavier books. This is called The Eyre Affair by Jasper Fforde. In this series, we follow Thursday Next, who is a special operative in literary detection. Someone begins kidnapping characters from works of literature. I'm hoping that I connect with the writing style, because I think this is a quartet. I think there are 4 in this series, maybe more. I could be wrong about that. I have 4 of them. I don't know which of these I will actually get to. If I read as much as other months this year, maybe most of them. I don't know. We'll see where it goes, but these are my options for October. I'm really excited about a lot of them, so we'll see how it goes. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know in the comments below if you've read any of these, if you think I should move them up the list of ones that I should definitely get to. Let me know what you're excited about reading in the month of October. I know there's like oodles of readathons that are happening. Spookathon, the Gilmore Girls readathon, probably others that I'm not aware of at the moment. I probably could have taken some of these and made them fit into some of the challenges, but I just can't be bothered at this point because I don't know what I want to read, and I want to leave it open to kind of mood read from these picks. So comment down below. Let's chat about these books, about what you're going to be reading, about anything else. You know I love talking with you down in the comments. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos from me and you haven't already. And I'll be talking to you in another video very soon. Bye!